What up, y'all? It's your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. Today we have a guest artist, Chawlie Pawpit, and he's going to show us how to construct the features of the face. Let's check it out.
Hey, this is Chawlie Pawpit, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in for my tutorial here, and also thanks to Evan Burst for letting me be a guest artist on his YouTube channel. So today we're going to talk about the mathematics of the face and how you want to construct a good face to make sure that everything is kind of where it's supposed to be and it doesn't come out looking wonky. Alright, so we're going to jump right in, build your basic kind of head shape. I know maybe a lot of you guys maybe do like a circle with the jaw at the bottom. I tend to just go straight into it. We'll do our cross lines right here and just kind of play it safe. For those of you that don't know, we're just basically kind of dividing the head into quarters just to make it a bit easier to kind of parse everything out. At this point, because I have a bunch of different lines, what I like to do is just kind of set some boundaries for myself that kind of look right to make sure that everything is kind of even and square. Now I kind of know I really don't want to deviate beyond these points. So first things first, you've got your head, your general shape of your head down. What you want to do is you want to recognize that the width of the head is going to be equal to between 4.5 to 5 eye lengths wide. Alright, so we're going to kind of go in and we're going to drop in a couple of eyes. Probably can make that a little bit bigger. Drop in another one right there. So now if we look at that right there, we've got from the starting point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more or less equal segments. Alright, that's going to kind of give you the general placement of your eyes. Now from there we build everything else off of this. Come down about halfway, we're going to drop in our nose line. Your nose is going to fit snugly between the open space between the eyes. So I can kind of just rough in the nose line right there, and that's where my nose is going to fall. Now, between the nose and the bottom, the chin area, about halfway down, this is where I do the top of my chin. Now, I know a lot of books or whatever will tell you halfway down, that's kind of where you want to put your mouth. Doesn't really work for me. It kind of makes my drawings look a little weird, so I've kind of bootlegged this one to make it work for me a little bit. So now we've got our mouth. So the mouth falls right there. And what you really need to concern yourself with is the width of the mouth is going to fall more or less to the edge of the mouth, is going to fall to the middle of the eyes. So as you come down, that should be more or less where the edge of your mouth comes to on both sides. So what we have now, we have our eyes, we have our nose, we have our mouth, we need ears. So more or less around the top of the eye line, we're going to start with the ears right there and kind of bring those down to where the nose falls. And we're going to do the same thing over here. I tend to go a little bit above the eye line and a little bit above the nose line, really basically because, especially for the purposes of this video and in general, when I'm creating and I'm going for more of a chiseled kind of superhero look here, you tend to want to have them looking a little bit more downwards. It gives a sense of intensity. That being the case, the ears would kind of pop themselves up just slightly over the eye line. But again, these are all proportions that once you get comfortable with and you know the rules, feel free to break them and play with them, and that's how you find your own style. So at this point we have our basics. We've got our eyes, we've got our nose snugly between the eyes, we've got our mouth that comes down to the midsections of each eyeball, little top of the chin right here. We've got our ears from the top of the eye line to the bottom of the nose. So at this point we can really kind of go into fast forward, and you can see by building off of this what we can come up with. So at this point I'm going to change over to my pencil, and stay tuned as we zip into hyperspace. Okay guys, so as you can see by applying these simple rules to placement of features on the face, we can come out with a pretty good looking superhero head. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks again for Evan for having me as a guest artist on his YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, and see you real soon.
And if you're still having a hard time coming up with your own superhero body, then click the link below in the description and get my free superhero mini course. Get started right now. Don't wait.